Good day, everyone. So, this would be our follow up discussion for Unit 1, Week 5, or distinguishing mixtures from substances based on set of properties. And this is the follow up discussion for the live stream happened last October 30 or last Friday. Before we start with our discussion, let's first have a recap of the discussion that we had last time. Last time we dealt with classification of matter. When we say matter, this can be in solid, liquid, gas, or plasma form. Matter can be further classified into pure substances or mixture. When we say pure substances, it is composed of the same type of substance. Example, we have element and compound. Elements are composed of the same type of atom, while compounds are composed of the same type of molecule. Mixture can be further classified into two. That can be homogeneous or heterogeneous mixture. We have here examples of pure substance and mixture. What we will do here is to classify each substances as either pure substance or mixture. Let's start with the first one. We have sugar and water, iron, limestone, calcium, sodium chloride, water, mixed nuts, blood, air, and soil. For sugar and water, this is an example of a mixture. Iron is an example of a pure substance. Iron is an element. Limestone is pure substance and this is a compound. Calcium is also an example of a pure substance. This is an element. Sodium chloride is also a pure substance. This is a compound. Water is also pure substance and is also a compound. Mixed nuts is an example of a mixture. Blood is a mixture. Air is also a mixture. And soil is also a mixture. So last time we focused on pure substances. But for this time, we will be dealing with mixture. The question is, what is a mixture? We can say that a substance is a mixture if it is composed or combination of two or more pure substances that are not chemically combined. Instead, it is only physically combined. That means it is easy to separate. They can take any forms such as solid, liquid, and gases. Here's an example of mixtures of solid. So on this picture, you will see that this is composed of different types of coin. This one, dough, and candies. These are examples of mixtures of solid. For mixtures of liquid, we have this one. This is coffee, orange juice, and then condiments. And then we also have the mixtures of gases. Mixtures are just like what I mentioned. It's a combination of two or more pure substances that are not chemically combined. Here's an mixture can be further classified into two. That can either be heterogeneous mixture or homogeneous mixture. When we say heterogeneous mixture, hetero means different. You can see the different parts or phases of a mixture easily. Heterogeneous mixture appears in two phases. It can be two solid, two liquid, one solid, one liquid. You can easily distinguish one phase from the other. For homogeneous mixture, homo means the same. So that means you can only see one phase of matter. If that is solid, then this only solid. If that is liquid, then that is only liquid. If that is gas, then gas. Now, I want you to classify whether these substances or these mixtures rather is an example of heterogeneous or homogeneous mixture. Again, heterogeneous mixture, there is two or more phases of matter that are present or what you can see. And then for homogeneous mixture, there's only one phase of matter. We have cereal meal, brass, orange juice with pulp, oil and water, salt water, fruit salad, trail mix, chocolate drink, air. For for cereal mix, this is an example of an heterogeneous mixture because you will see every part or every piece of the cereal mix and that you can easily distinguish one from the other. For brass or yung mga nakikita natin sa ginagamit sa mga trumpet, yung mga ginagamit pag fiesta, that is an example of a homogeneous mixture. Brass is a mixture because it is composed of different types of metal. Orange juice with pulp, this is heterogeneous because makikita ninyo na yung pulp nasisettle siya sa ilalim. Oil and water is an example of heterogeneous mixture since dalawa ang phase ng matter na nakikita natin dito. Dalawang liquid, oil and water. Hindi naman sila naghahalo, so therefore, it is heterogeneous. Salt water is an example of homogeneous mixture since when you combine salt and water, it will only form one phase and that is liquid. Fruit salad is an example of a heterogeneous mixture since you can see or you can distinguish one fruit from the other, the same thing as the milk or the condensed milk that is being mixed from the fruits. Nakikita nyo siya at nahihiwalay ninyo. Therefore, that is a heterogeneous. Trail mix is an example of homogeneous mixture because it appears only in one phase. The same thing as chocolate drink. For air, this is an example of a homogeneous mixture also, since it appears only in one phase. Now, for mixture again, it can be further classified into heterogeneous and homogeneous mixture. But these types of mixtures has their examples. For heterogeneous mixture, example of this is suspension. For homogeneous mixtures, we have solution and colloid. What is the difference between suspension, solution, and colloid? For solution, it forms when solute dissolves in a solvent. Particles are very small that it cannot be seen by our naked eye and it appears only in one phase. We have two components of solution. We have solute or the one that dissolves and the solvent or the one that dissolves. What I mean is solute, the substance that is being dissolved, and solvent, the substance that dissolves. Solute yung tinutunaw, solvent yung tumutunaw. Example of solute and solvent in a solution. Example, salt in water. Salt is the solute and then water is the solvent. Water vapor is also an example of a solution. The solute is in air since nitrogen and oxygen are present in much larger concentration level in the gas. Solutes and solvents may also be applied to alloy and solid solution. Carbon may be considered a solute in steel since it only appears in one phase whether they are combination of metals. It appears in one phase, therefore that is solution. When we say colloid, particles are not heavy enough to settle out on the mixture, thus it remains suspended in another substance. Can be observed Tyndall effect or the particles can scatter light. Example of colloids are aerosol, such as fog, hamog, insecticide spray, clouds, smoke, and dust, foam, such as whipped cream and shaving cream, solid foam, such as marshmallow and styrofoam. So, yung mga nakikita nyo na kinakain yung marshmallow, colloid yan. Emulsion, such as milk, mayonnaise, and lotion, gels, gelatin, butter, and jelly, salts, ink, rubber, liquid detergent, and shampoo, solid salts such as pearl, gemstone, some colored glass, and some alloys. Pag sinabi natin colloid, yung mga particles niya, hindi siya ganun kabigat para mapunta sa ilalim. Kaya nangyayari, nakasuspend siya dun sa mismong dissolving agent, pero naka-scatter lang siya. Not like in suspension, particles will settle out unless the mixture continuously stirred. Here's an example. Yan. Yung pepper tsaka yung water. Kahit anong gawin mo dyan, yung pepper, naman natin siya sa ibabaw. Yung water nasa ilalim. Kasi mas denser yung water kumpara din sa pepper. Here's another example. Mercury shaken in oil. Oil shaken in water. Powdered chalk in water. Dust in air. Soot in air. And then mixing or shaking needs to occur to form a suspension. Given time, suspension usually separate on their own. So, you will notice sa example natin, lahat ng yan naghihiwalay. Isa na pupunta sa ilalim, isa na pupunta sa ibabaw. Kahit anong gawin natin dyan, kahit anong shake mo, ang mangyayari, maghihiwalay pa rin yung mas denser dun sa mas less dense. Halimbawa, yung oil in water, kapag pinagsama mo sila, makikita mo yung water nasa ilalim, yung oil nasa ibabaw. Pag sinake mo yan, maghahalo sila, pero pag binigyan mo sila ng oras o binapag mo lang dyan, makikita mo maghihiwalay pa rin yung oil sa water. Now, let us classify these substances or these mixtures as either solution, suspension, or colloid. Here's the first one. Smoke, pepper and vinegar, marshmallow, salt water, vinegar and soy sauce. Okay, let's start with smoke. Is it solution, suspension, or colloid? Smoke is an example of a colloid since the particles are suspended. Pepper and vinegar. This is suspension. Since pepper appears only on the top part of the vinegar and vinegar settle at the bottom, hindi sila naghahalo. Marshmallow. This is colloid. This is solid foam. The salt water is solution. Mixing salt from water, it will form a solution because it appears only in one phase, and that is liquid. But the presence of salt is still there kasi pag tinikman mo siya, maalat pa din. Vinegar and soy sauce. This is solution. Okay? So for us to test whether you understand our lesson or not, you will click rather the link at the description part of this video, or I will send the link to your group chat, and the links will divert you to a Google form. And here's the how the Google form looks like. This one. So you will answer your name and then your section. And then there's only 10 questions for this quiz, and that is 2 points per number. So here's an example of the question. What you will do is to classify each material below as pure substance or mixture. and then classify it again as element, compound, homogeneous, or heterogeneous mixture. So example, brass. Is it an pure substance or a mixture? You will only choose one between pure substance and a mixture. And then you will answer this one. If that is pure substance, is it an element or a compound? If that is a mixture, is it homogeneous or heterogeneous? So each number corresponds to 2 points, and that is 20 points per number. Okay? So after this video, you will answer this Google form and I will automatically get the score. Okay? So good day everyone and happy learning.